Hey guys, Jim Hall here, just coming to you today. I'm coming live today, mostly just to try this out, see how it goes, and see if we can get any better results going live. Now, this means that I won't be able to edit the video, of course, so there will probably be some fill words. I'm still working on that, but anyways, so we're going to come in. I believe we're on day 24. We're going to collect the blue shard. And then, as you know, the first thing we want to do after we collect our stuff is to get in here and start resetting our lights, right? The first thing, don't even look at all that stuff. Just come in here, start knocking down all your timers, find out what's going on. Classic Arena takedown ends in 3 days. We've got some free stuff in the shop, so we'll pick it up. These don't always show up, so make sure that you're kind of looking for those a little bit. Same thing here. We're not spending any money on this account. Maybe not spending any money on either one of my accounts. I don't know yet for sure. Okay, it says we're buffering. Don't know why that is. This is the first time I've streamed to YouTube using OBS Studio. So if you're buffering too much, let me know. If you're here watching, or if you're not here watching and the video was choppy, let me know that too in the comments below. So that I know what's going on here. We're going to pick up our gem mine. Now remember, we're only on day 24. We've got our gem mine maxed out. I put all of my, except for I made one accidental mistake and bought, I think, a market expansion or something before the gem mine. So the gem mine is definitely worth it if you're going to play the game, basically. It takes 100 days per level to get your investment back. As you saw, we're getting 15 gems a day now, so 10 in the last 18 hours, something like that. And so you'll get all your gems back in the 100 days, or at this point 122 days, something like that. So the gem mine is definitely worth it. And then over here in the market, eventually get everything unlocked. That's what is unlocking all of these, and that will get you the chance to go ahead and earn more stuff. And what I mean by that is be able to pick some more stuff up. As you're 5-starring, as you're 6-starring a character, you're going to burn through a ton of uncommons. So I recommend you go ahead and buy your uncommons if you have the silver. Most commons are going to be more money than buying shards. But if you get one like this for 6,000, I'd go ahead and buy the commons as well. You're going to use them up just as well. So the 6,000s, there's 6,000, 8,000, 10,000. You know, if you're really super low, buy them all. If you're not, I would say just go ahead and wait. And, you know, when you get low, come back in here and buy them. I never, ever refresh anything in the game because, you know, in an hour it's going to be reset. You're probably going to be here. I try to be here for at least an hour every day. Sometimes I try to stick around for 90 minutes, even on my secondary account, right? And that's if you leave the game running and go have lunch. That, you know, that will count down towards your time there. Then I get over here to my clan, go ahead and check in. You get pretty good rewards for checking in here. And then we want to go to our battle. Now, as you see, I have 109 energy. And I try to burn this out every day instead of leaving it piled up in there. Because this will help you. This will help you to earn 109 more energy every single day. You can let a whole bunch of your energy pile up in here instead of just collecting it. And not only that, as you collect it, so let's see, this one that's been in here the whole time already, I would have only got like 18 for this or something, but now when I collect it, I'll get over 109. So all of these are going to become more valuable by doing that. So that's just one little thing there. And then as quickly as you can, you want to get into your campaign, do one run through. We're doing the Deadlands because we're farming these 2 blue characters here. Because you can use the duplicates, of course, to increase their skills. So then we're running Kale. He's 6 stars. We just got him moved up to 6 stars yesterday. And so he's 6 stars. We didn't have this stuff to go ahead and ascend him. And he's already up to level 40. So we're going to go ahead and play around with 2 stars, 3 2 stars on there, and go ahead and run through it. The 2 stars, of course, will all die. usually within a round or two. Now, Kayle at level 46 stars, he's pretty powerful. He does still die once in a while on this one. He dies once in a while on the 6th stage of this stage as well. So I don't use him on 6 as much, even though you get a little more experience. And then you see I'm on double XP, so I'm getting 5,000 experience per chicken, we'll call them, right? That's basically what they're going to be. They're going to end up being chickens. So we'll run one more time. That'll get us 36 minutes of game time to increase our energy while we're doing other stuff in the game, like running arena. So after we get through this round, we'll run over to arena, start our timer there. The arena coins take an hour to regenerate, so even if you can only get 1 or 2 knocked down, at least they're regenerating, right? And then if you're here for a whole hour, it'll be back. And some of these deals are decent. I'm not one of those people that say don't spend money. Like this $2.99, that's a lot of stuff for $2.99. That's pretty appealing right there. So some of these cheap ones, I'm not going to do it on this account, but some of these cheap ones I might eventually purchase on my other account. And I think they know that I say that because they just keep feeding them to me. Okay, so now we'll go over here and we will do our arena. Now, well, the way that I'm working the arena, and this is the way I recommend it for anybody that's just starting, is put in your defense and just put one guy in here. One guy, level 1, doesn't matter. You just want him to get killed. You want him to get killed repeatedly so that it will go ahead and get you back down here to close to 900. So when you reset this, you've got some decent opportunities. Again, if you don't get any decent opportunities, don't worry about it. No need to refresh. In just 15 minutes, it's going to refresh. So we come in here. This is easy gimme. Now, my computer is really fast, usually. I don't know why it's lagging a little bit right now. So I have to wait a second or two before I actually attack, or I'll get an auto freeze, like it thinks I'm automatically playing and just clicking. So this live option may not work. Again, if you're here viewing, I sure would like to know how it's looking to you. And then we'll take this one. Shouldn't be too much trouble here either. 5-star 50, common. She is pretty strong though for a common. All right, let's see here. We're 28 to 29. Kayle at 5 stars. This could give us a pretty good run here. And again, my computer is usually a little faster than this. This live thing may not work. I see I got a new person watching. If you would, let me know how the video is working. This is the first time I've streamed on this channel using OBS Studios. So I'm no expert, but I've been playing for about 40 or 45 days now, and I've learned a lot of things. So what we've done here is I've done a reset account. I did start with Gallic, and I liked Gallic, and I ended up pulling another account, and I worked with Kayle, and he's a little stronger. And then I ended up pulling all of them in the first 30 days on my other account. So I've been able to use all of them in my starter account or in my other account. And so we're just getting a couple things here and letting the timer run out, or let the timer start. So now you can see that in 58 minutes we'll get another. It even says I'm not watching anymore. All right, so now we're going to come back over here, and then after I get my timer started, I go ahead and pop right into the quests. I don't know what's in here, just news. I like to get all these lights shut off so that they stop blaring at me. Same thing with my fragments. I got fragments of Drexar. You can get him in the team arena, and within 100 days or so you can get him. So we come over here then to quests. We do the daily quests. Start to knock out your daily quests first. So just come over here, summon some people. Now this is after you get your timers going on the rest of your stuff that's going on. Don't worry, we don't care too much what we get. All of these will end up being food. And then we just come over here and get that signed off. Increase the champion's level. I've been just leveling up one of my food chickens down here and just go ahead and throw 6 characters on. He'll get 6 levels. Eventually we'll get back to leveling him up to 10 and then converting him over to a 2-star. Make 4 attempts on an accessory. Now I like to try to find an accessory to actually upgrade that, because sometimes you get an accessory inside of your advanced as well. So I just come in here and I just click this 4 times. If I get any upgrades, I get them. If I don't get any upgrades, I don't. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just doing it for a quest. So there's 1. And that's all 4. This will pop up and we can go over and collect. See, now our advanced finished and our daily finished, because like I said, inside the advanced we had make 4 accessory upgrade attempts. So we can go ahead and claim that. This starts off at level 35, and there is some in here that we don't end up being able to accomplish because you know, depending on like a tag team arena with a team from a single affinity. Now what I've done over here is I've actually set up my teams. And I do the same thing here. My defense is nobody on each team. And then my teams I have set up. Is there anybody here I can just fight? I don't usually leave anybody that can fight. And then that way I can refresh and have at least some opportunities here. We got a level 1 here. And then my teams are set up where I have somebody have all 4 affinities. I have 1 team of all of the same affinities. And then I have 1 team of the same faction. And this will cover most of your advanced. Without having to go in and adjust everybody. Not worrying too much about if I win or lose. Sometimes I might adjust them around, and they're pretty easy to adjust around. You just move them like this. But this particular one, I got a little better chance of winning all 3 if I leave them in this particular order. And so that's what I do there. And so this way I'm taking care of all the opportunities in my advanced, whatever they throw at you, by having a same affinity. Is everything okay?
Huh?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, except I'm working on my robot.
You're working on your robot? I can't talk right now. Can you call me back in about 15 minutes?
Or you can call me when you're done.
Okay.
All right, bye, hon.
Bye. All right, sorry about that. That was my mother-in-law, and she just left my house to make a 2.5-hour trip, so I just wanted to make sure everything was okay there. I don't know why. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Again, if it's looking pretty bad to you, let me know, because I don't want to be wasting anybody's time. I'll probably not do a live stream anymore. Maybe I could do it in Zoom and see if that works a little better. I just don't like the interface in Zoom very, very much as far as YouTubing with it. I mean, as far as streaming with it. Okay, so we got this taken care of. And when we come out of here, we'll get our pop-up again. We'll come over here. We don't pick up our energy yet because we don't want to max our energy back out. But we just want to make sure that we're getting all of our quests done. So we'll look and see what else we got. 12 crypt keys. Now these are hard for us because we don't have enough characters yet. Win 3 artifacts through clearing dungeons. So what I'm doing on the dungeons is I pretty much follow along with whatever there is going on in the tournaments. In the tournaments. And then so right now I have a team. Let's see. It's weird playing 2 different accounts because I can never remember what's going on. These guys look like they're pretty much a mixed affinity team, so maybe I was using them for here. Now, as you see, nobody's any good, right? Because this tournament with the factions the way that it is challenging to get a decent team, especially when you're first starting. So go down as low as you need to, get some points, and I'll show you in a few minutes that nobody's really competing on these tournaments with the correct factions. So I've been able to win all of these tournaments fairly, at least place. Maybe not first place, but a couple of them even first place, because there's just nobody playing them in this new beginning stages. So don't think you can't compete. Just put some people together and do some low level stuff and hope you get some equipment, because we're still knocking out the daily quest anyways. Now I'm going to go ahead and advance up a level because nobody died there. And see if we can get that one as well. We got a couple of points for our tournament. If you're here and you're watching, say hello. I'd love to know how the stream, if there's anything that I could help you with specifically, any kind of questions. I'm pretty early mid game, so I can answer those kinds of questions, and that's really about it right now. I can show you around the game fairly well, and if there's anything that you're confused about, I know when I first little while I was talking to somebody and they're like, I've run out of rares, how do I upgrade my people? Well, I don't even use any of my rares to upgrade my people. I'm saving them all right now for my faction wars, because they're a whole lot better than your commons and uncommons as far as people in your faction wars. And so I try to basically put starter equipment on all of my rares, and that way I can level them up in content like this. Now that's unfortunate that we didn't even get a piece of equipment there, and we're going to go ahead and go up again because nobody died once again. Now you'll see I'm not even matching affinity, I'm not matching anything. It does make a big difference, especially later in the game. But these early levels, it doesn't matter too much how your affinities match, your gear matches, your nothing. Like for instance, your resistance, you can't even build your resistance up high enough at this stage anyway. So there's no need to worry about if you have resistance or get resistance or don't get resistance, because it's just not, the same with crit rate. Sure, we want to try to build out our crit rate, right? But we're not getting enough crit rate gear to get to 100% ever. And if you're not getting to 100%, 50% is not much better than 30%, right? So just don't focus on it. Focus on hit points, focus on defense, and that will let you get, more survivability. Living through the fight is going to get you a whole lot better results than hitting a little harder, in my opinion, All right, so hopefully we're going to live. I think we're going to live. Again, this team kind of sucks because this is what we have for the factions that is in the tournament this 2 days. So we did win. We got another piece of equipment. We're going to replay one more time, and that'll hopefully be all 3 pieces for our advanced quest. Now, the advanced quest, for everything you check off, you get some points on the top of the advanced quest. So even if you can't complete it, I would still try to complete as many of them as you can, because like the other day, I got 3 days worth of double XP for finishing 50 advanced quests. And that's going to help you a whole lot in these early stages when you're trying to get XP everywhere you can. And that's my biggest focus here. I actually probably should even take this level 40 guy out, Shield Guard here, because he's not getting XP right now, right? So if I took him out, then all 5 of my players would be getting XP whether I finish the dungeon or not. It doesn't even matter, And that to me, XP at this point in these early stages is the most important thing to do. We're trying to burn, we want to get as much of our energy burned as we can, especially, the energies that we're going to get from the daily quest and the daily login, just the timer login that's down here. And then if we can finish the advanced quest, we'll get a 3rd energy. We didn't get another item, so we'll go ahead and run that one again. If you're here, go ahead and say hello and let me know if how long you've been playing. If beginner content is what you'd like to see. I think that my position is that I don't have a whole bunch of people on my YouTube, so it gives me the chance to be able to answer your questions. It keeps saying that there's 2 people and then 0 people and then 2 people and then 0 people. So if you're here and you're leaving, or if you're here and it's playing bad for you, let me know. This is the first time I've actually streamed live, and it doesn't look like it's doing well. It keeps giving me errors. My upload is not very high, so it might be better for me to stay doing recorded videos. But I've been struggling getting these recorded videos ready and uploaded, so I thought this would be a better way to go about it. Again, we're just working on our advanced here and some champion points. Ooh, they're a lot lower than they were these last couple times. They may not even complete it this time around. Shield Guard is pretty strong, but I don't think he's going to be able to stand that purple by himself. Nope. Alright, so we did still get experience. We're going to play it one more time, and hopefully we finish it this time through. Again, most of what I'm after here is experience. I hope to finish the round, get an item for the advanced, and of course get an item so I get some points in the championship or tournament, whatever you want to call it, because as these are brand new. Why does it say there's 2 playbacks? Let me check my stream health. My stream health looks... Stream is healthy, error, no data, error, poor. Alright, so do let me know how the stream is. I would really appreciate it. So hopefully they live a little longer now. There was no problem on the level before this. We're only up to like level 7 or 8, maybe 9 with this makeshift team for the tournament. If we can get through that purple, yeah, we should win this one. Hopefully we get an item and we can stop with the dungeons. I'm not doing too much dungeons yet because Kale is my only level 60, well, not even level 60 yet, but my only 6-star. Okay, so we got all 3 of the items that we need. Decent items, other than resistance on there, but a blue 3-star at this level of the game is pretty nice to have. We got our daily quest there knocked out of 50 energy, and we'll come over here. We got a couple of them knocked out over here. And let's see, 2 clan boss keys. We can go do a clan boss. The clan that I'm in is just a starter clan. I didn't pick it or anything. I just joined one that I could join automatically, just so that I can be getting the rewards every day for this starter team. Like I said, Kale is 6 stars. He's not all the way up to level 60 yet. Just got him to 6-star yesterday, which he should be doing a whole lot more damage today than he was yesterday. He is in that vampire gear, that the lifesteal gear that you get as your 7-day initial logins. So that definitely helps him a whole lot. I recommend that you leave him in there at least until he stops being your XP farmer. And then I'm kind of torn on who I'll work up to be my next XP farmer. On my other account, I do have a legendary called Fu Shan that's a lizard, and he is kind of turned into my XP farmer. Probably could be using him in different places, but so far I just like him. It's cool to have a legendary on a pretty new account. It's only 45 days old or something. I have no legendaries on this account yet. In fact, I think I only have 2 epics on this account. So now I haven't pulled any shards other than I think 1 or 2 shards on the last 2 times event. I've been saving all of my shards for the 2-time events, and I definitely recommend that you do that if you're not spending money, because you'll never get enough shards if you try to open them any other time. Here we are, we're up to turn count 12. The first goal kind of is to get to turn count 20. That will make sure that you can finish your advanced quests all the time. Now this one was fight the Demon Lord with at least one rare champion on your team, so that was pretty easy to do. But sometimes it's 20 rounds, and that one is pretty hard to do. I can't do it on this account yet. The best advice I can give there is to get everybody into Vamp gear, and that will help you a whole lot with that. And then you should be able to live through all 20 rounds with some moderate Vamp gear on all of your guys. Okay, so the next thing we'll want to look at is use 3 glyphs. That's going to be another challenging one for us probably, because I try to put glyphs on everything. Looks like we don't have any glyphs on this stuff. Now you can see this one has a glyph because of the little green thing there, and you get glyphs from farming through faction wars, which is, again, is very difficult with this team because I don't have very many players yet. But that's okay. We're having fun, and hopefully I can help somebody have more fun also. I think it was 3, it said 3 glyphs. It should pop up now and say that we're complete, and there we get 5 gems. So I like that. Again, we're not picking this up yet because we'll pick it up right now. We're earning, you know, every 3 minutes we're earning another piece of energy. So anytime that we're looking at stuff, it's better to be looking at stuff with energy gaining instead of energy not gaining. Okay, complete all available. Okay, so 2 clan bosses, so we could do another clan boss. We will in a little while as we get Kale up a little higher. I really wanted to just get that timer started over there as well. Fight in 5 tag team arenas, so we'll go over there, see what we got available. That last one was pretty simple. This one looks to be pretty simple. 47,000, so we can't beat that one, and the others don't really matter. What you really want to do is work on putting, you know, eventually, I don't know if there's any reason to really stay up in the ranks on this yet or not, but eventually you want to work 2 strong teams up so that people can't beat you. The third team, you know, as long as they can't beat 2 teams, then they won't bump you back down. You'll actually be winning. And I think if you win, you'll actually be moving up the ranks instead of down the ranks. But we're a long ways from caring about that. So my team, of course, is just the same thing, is 3 people. You know, I think I showed that already. And then the only thing that I've really found that's worth bothering with here is your champion fragments, and then eventually maybe you can get some ancient shards. The rest of the stuff, at least at this level, is not worth the tokens involved. Let's see, is there anybody else that we can beat? Maybe that one. Let's see, 14,000. Yeah, if we swap these around. So we'll put our bigger team here, and then we'll move our bigger team. Nope, that's not what I meant. Then we'll move our, that should be fine, just like that. So we don't care if they get killed. All we need is 2 out of the 3 rounds to win. Of course, if you can win all 3 rounds, then you get, you know, more credits. Come on. Load, game, load. No data. The stream will end shortly unless you restart it in your streaming software. YouTube is not receiving enough. I do apologize about the life of the stream. Looks like my game is going to crash altogether. Okay, so this one we should beat since Kale's already 6-star level 40. Kale will wipe him out pretty quick, and then this team should be not any problem as well. I do like lizards. I think they're pretty cool. I like the motions that they make at the end of the fights. When it shows it, it's pretty inconsistent on showing the end screen. I don't know if that's, again, because my computer is generally really smooth. I built my computer myself, so it's a little better than most people's computers. We're going to go ahead and we probably should have gone the other way around, right? Put that team back down here. These we should be able to win all three. Although that was a pretty strong team for a one player. So we'll see. That's, I think, what I initially was thinking, is make sure that we win by moving them around. And then I got confused. All right, should be fine there. Kale should be able to take this one down. Ooh, that was a big hit on Kale. No bueno. Maybe she'll bring Kale back up before she dies? No, she's not gonna. Should have turned off the auto and made sure that happened. Oh well. I doubt our lizards can take her out. He is pretty beefy. The login lizard that you get on day 14 is pretty stout. All right, still haven't finished our daily on this. I doubt we can beat her by herself at a 5-star. Let's go this way. Put our lizards to fight him, let them get killed. Come on, lizards, take him down, take him down. All right, well, I don't have enough people on my stream to really worry, on my channel to really worry about streaming, as long as it picks it all up and puts it together as a decent video. All right, so we got our advanced quest signed off for that. We can't collect this yet because we'll just lose these keys if we do that. So we'll go over here next to the faction wars. Our energy is still down, so we can go ahead and work on our faction wars while our energy builds back up. Now, our faction wars are pretty dismal. We don't have much. Right, we could probably be leveling up some green guys to help us out here. We do have another one that we could use her for. Let's go ahead and go over there and use that. Where's she at? That's a level 1. Is she in our... She's in here, and he's probably in here also. He's only level 3. Alright, pull him out. And go ahead and take her to the tavern and upgrade her skills. So we can upgrade her skills. She's getting close. I think she's getting close. No, not really. She's somewhat close. We can use duplicates on her and not use any books. So we like to do that. That makes it pretty nice. And then the same thing with that other guy. That's why we've been farming those guys over on that board that we did our run on. So we can get these guys and upgrade. This one's already fully upgraded. So now we can use him as a chicken because he's not even usable for a fusion. Right? So he has become a chicken. We like that. All right. And then we'll go back over to our faction wars. That was the barbarians. We have a lot of barbarians, but not enough probably. Go ahead and put him on. Go ahead and put him on. Let's see if we can get the 3-star. I see someone else has joined the stream. Make a comment if you don't mind and let me know how the stream is going. It looks like it's going really bad. We're just trying to knock out some of our advanced quests. So we're trying to use up 12 keys, and as you see, we don't have a whole lot of people yet. We've only been on this account for 25 days, I think it was. We did get our Kale up to a 6-star yesterday, and we do have our mine maxed out also in 25 days. So it's been going along pretty quick, especially considering this is my second account, so I don't have as much time to level it as my main account. I've only played my main account for about 45 days or so. I guess nobody wants to talk to me today. So it looks like we picked up another 3-star. Pretty nice. Nice to get some 3-stars on here because we don't have very many, and that will give us some prizes down along the bottom. So she is definitely getting more powerful, and he's quite powerful too with having all of his skills maxed out. So, oops, we're not going to get 3 stars on this one. I don't think anybody on this team reses. And, you know, we're not using anybody in particular. We're just using everything we got as a barbarian faction. Some of the other factions we don't have anybody in. So it can be hard to even use. I mean, we could use all 12 keys here because, you know, granted, we can just go through it. We'll go over and see how we're going to go on some of the other teams. Skinwalkers, I think we have like one person, including our vault. We have 4 nobody levels. That's not going to do us very well on here. We could start putting some levels on them. Maybe we'll do that a little bit today. But we did get some silver. And our Sacred Order Crypt. We do have a few. I think he has some gear on. I don't think anyone else has any gear on. Let's pull him out of the vault. Out of the sparring pit, rather. And let's go ahead and take him off, and maybe we can get 3 stars this way. Oh, nobody even has an aura. So I think it's kind of cool how they do this one opposite of the campaign, where the more players you have, since it's a struggle to actually get players, the more champions you have on the team, you know, up to 5, obviously, in order to get the 3 stars and keep them alive. I think that's pretty cool. It takes a pretty hefty team to make it through the boss in this level. If you play on auto, you can select your people like this, and that way the people on the sides of the boss you can select and try to wipe them out first, because a lot of times they're healing the boss, and so that will help you out quite a bit there. Now, we did only get a 2-star here. We'll go ahead and go to the next one because we don't have any 2 stars on this. We can only get a 2-star with a 3 team, right? So but if we throw more people on, we'll end up only getting a 1-star because they'll die. I don't have anybody that's leveled up enough to hold the team together. What I do like is they're all getting a little tiny bit of experience. I do wish they gave you a little more experience for this. That would be pretty useful, because they give you a very, very small amount of experience for running these.